Hi guys, welcome to my coffee show. My name is Jack. I have empty portafilter. I have two filter baskets. Which one is better and why? That's what I'm trying to answer today. I have this new JusBean filter basket from MHW-3BOMBER, and I have this, one of the most popular filter baskets on the market. That's Pesado filter basket, high extraction filter basket. We will talk about differences between those two. I won't tell you which one to buy, that's your choice to make, but hopefully with all the information from this video, this choice will be a bit easier. All you need to do is just click like, sit tight and enjoy. First of all, big thank you to Pesado for sending me this basket. I will put the links in the description. Big thank you to MHW-3BOMBER for sending me that JusBean filter basket. I will put the links there. You will find my special affiliate super duper discount code. If you use it, you may get the products a bit cheaper and I may earn some small commission, so it's a great way to make me extremely rich. Through this video I will be helping myself with informations that you can find on the websites. Let's start with the price. Price is important. At the time of recording, that Pesado filter basket cost £49. JusBean filter basket is £46. So pretty much the same price. What you get for that money? Well, if you get Pesado, you get that nice box. Nice shiny box with the nice shiny basket inside. MHW-3BOMBER box, regular box, nothing special. I put it somewhere so I won't lose it. Unfortunately, I forgot where. But it is just a regular box. It looks something like so, obviously with MHW logo on it. When you hold those baskets in your hands for the first time, you notice both are heavy. Pesado 49 grams, MHW JusBean 46.5 grams. Both of the producers say that they use the best possible steel. Pesado, it feels a little bit thicker. When you look at both of them, they both look shiny, both look nice. Pesado, it lost a little bit of that shine. JusBean I've been using for the last 2 weeks or so. It pretty much, I don't notice any scratches. The color holds. So talking about the color, you can choose between 4 or maybe even 5 different colors if you go for JusBean. With Pesado you can choose any color you want as long as it's silver. What you can choose with Pesado, different sizes of those baskets. 4 different sizes for 58mm basket, and you can also buy it for 54mm machines like your Sage if you want so. With MHW-3BOMBER JusBean, currently only one basket, 18-gram basket. I've been using 20 grams of coffee on this 18-gram MHW basket, but it is a slightly tighter fit depending on the coffee. Few differences here. The Pesado filter basket, it is straight. The walls are straight all the way down to the bottom, and it also has that straight lip here, which I don't really like, but I know that some producers, let's say Swarks filter baskets, they come with the same lip, and Swarks is one of the best filter baskets the money can buy, so I guess they know what they're doing. More standard approach with rounded edges on that MHW filter basket. They also claim they have straight walls on the website, but well, you can tell yourself it narrows slightly to the bottom. What it means, it helps to push this filter basket into your portafilter. With this, not impossible, but it will take a little bit time, and that's why you may notice that those tiny like marks on the side of the filter basket, because I've been pushing it. Another difference is that the logo, Pesado logo, is at the bottom of this filter basket, while the artistic design of MHW-3BOMBER is on the inside. If we talk about informations you can find on the corresponding websites, with Pesado not much. There is a video, like a YouTube video, where they say that this basket is great, but they don't give you much of the details. They say it extracts more coffee. They don't even share up front the number of holes in this basket, which is 1,000, well, pretty much 2,000, 1,999 or 98. They don't say what is the size of those holes, or at least I couldn't find that information here. They just say, well, it's a great basket, high extraction, that's the name suggests, strong, full, flavored coffee. That's what they say here. But when you look at MHW-3BOMBER website, well, the informations are endless. They give you some graphs showing why this filter basket is much better than other filter baskets. They give you the exact number of holes, 1800. They give you the size of those holes, that's 220 microns. So just put it into perspective. Average regular filter basket may have 350 micron size holes. In both of those filter baskets, the pattern of holes is the same. In both of those filter baskets, they reach all the way to the edges. You know, I love MHW-3BOMBER. I like the products even before I started collaboration with them. I find most of the products to be useful, very good. But the way they try to describe the products in a very poetic way, we used to have lots of fun trying to read through all of that. I will give you one example here. The way they explain that graphic design inside the filter basket. The lines surrounding the edges represent the rays of the sun, while the droplet in the center symbolize the source of water. Sunlight and water from the origin of coffee bean cultivation deeply shape the flavor of the coffee. The sunlight encircling the water abstracts the coffee production process, symbolizing the state of extraction. And in the middle of all of that, you will find the logo, the plane. Let me know in the comments what you think about this approach, where it's definitely in contrast with what Pesado do on their website. As I always say on this channel, it's not the look, it's not what they say on the website, but what you get in your cup, that's the most important. Obviously, the flavor notes, the taste is a very, very subjective thing. I will try to explain the best I can what kind of differences I can taste in between those two baskets. When you first use that Pesado filter basket, you may notice that the extraction, it does not look beautiful. You may get few streams of coffee. That's because the walls are straight and the water penetrates all the way down. What I've noticed through my test, they run in about the same time on the same grind settings. Slightly faster Pesado. Sometimes I will be using my F74 Navigator from MHW-3BOMBER today. Because the Pesado is thicker, when you lock it into your machine, you may notice there's a bit more resistance. During my rehearsals I was using different coffee, but today with you I want to try this one. So that's the light medium roast coffee from Subco. I had a chat with the producer some time ago. I paid for it with my own money. What they say that they want to change the perception of Indian coffee. This is not just that heavy monsoon style coffee. This coffee can be tricky, but it has potential, lots of interesting funky aromas. That's why I like it. So let's do it and then we will talk about flavor notes. So Pesado first. You get sharpness, you get separation of notes, you have that clean flavor notes that do not linger on your tongue. In this particular coffee I'm getting hints of tropical flavors, chocolatey finish, but that's slightly on a bitter side, pleasant but on a bitter side. Overall a great coffee, a great shot. I like it as it is, but how it compares with that JusBean filter basket. Cheers! What I'm getting here, and the main difference, I'm getting slightly less of that sharpness. I get a clear notes, less separation, and I get a little bit more body. I mentioned that I got a little bit of the chocolatey bitterness in the shot from Pesado. Here I also get that chocolate, but it is sweet chocolate. So one of the differences between those two baskets, I'm getting more sweetness from this JusBean filter basket. To sum up, with both of those filter baskets, when you use a good grinder, when you use good coffee, you may expect lots of clarity, lots of flavors. You may discover the nuances in the coffee. Main differences, Pesado gives you more sharpness, but what comes with that sharpness is that not all of the flavor notes might be always pleasant. You may get some bitterness, you may get some acidic notes that maybe you don't like. That JusBean filter baskets, slightly less clear, still lots of clarity, but slightly less clear. The shot feels thicker, the shot feels sweeter. The edges of the flavor notes more rounded, so more pleasant for average consumer. The price you pay for that, then flavor notes are more mingled together compared to Pesado filter basket. With the coffee that I used today, with the shot that I had today, Pesado narrowly won. I enjoyed this shot a little bit more, but during my test, during my rehearsals of different coffee that JusBean was often more satisfying. It goes more towards my overall favorite filter basket, which is Wafo filter basket. Wafo still gives me more, but it costs what, 4 times more than this basket. So that's the choice you have here. You choose between sharpness and more pleasantness. Whichever is more important for you, that basket will be the basket for you. Now guys, if you are still here, definitely click like, consider subscribing to the channel. I'm going to the school for the next 2 weeks, so I'm not sure when will I upload this video, but there is a new electric grinder coming, there will be a new urea, maybe even a new coffee machine. I don't wanna jinx it. In the comments, let me know if you tried any of those filter baskets. What do you think about it? Do you agree with my findings? Maybe you disagree. Let us know which is your favorite high extraction filter basket and why. But for today, thank you very much for watching. My name is Jack, this is my coffee show, and hopefully I will see you soon. Thank you, bye!